Hey guys, what is going on? It is Gear and here, and in today's video we are going to be reviewing Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest Chapter 86. Sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy this video. So let's get right into Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest Chapter 86. How did it start off? Well, of course, it started off with the hands mentioned in the previous chapter. They are causing destruction in Elentia just because of the amount of overflowing magic in there. And it's all of course because of Selene, because of her tremendous power. This is causing a disruption in the balance. So that's why the hands are now acting out of control. They are causing so much destruction to so many villagers in Elentia that's really getting out of hand. The White Priestess of course is trying to calm down her people, but it is very hard for her to do it because she of course is also very worried about what is going to happen to Elentia. Then of course it goes back to the crew. Of course, as mentioned in the previous episode, Natsu and Erza are now awakened. So now Natsu, Erza, Grey, Lucy and Wendy are off to find Celine and of course to defeat her so that she can go back to Earthland and let's just say she can actually stop this disruption in Elentia. Then of course it goes back to the White Priestess. She's crying her eyes out of course because she's seen so much destruction in Elentia that is very bad. Then of course what happens is Natsu is in one of the hands of course, and it looks like, well, let's just say there's a hand right in front of the crew right now and they of course are now just in the way. But then something weird happens. The hands start to bleed and from the blood little demons start to spawn, which is very weird because what are the hands then made of? What is their origins and why do they do that? Well, of course, wasting no time, not so unhappy, they straight away fly off. Whilst of course the other crew just decide to, let's just say, fight the demons. Not so unhappy of course are going to go confront Selene. So it's going to be a very interesting battle to find out why those demons are spawning all of a sudden, and is it because the magic now is even getting too much for their hands? Well, that would be something interesting. Then of course in the next panel it goes back to Selene versus Suzaku, a match that's been happening for about quite a lot of chapters now. And of course Selene, she's got a smirky face of course saying that she's going to win. Then of course Suzaku mentioned of course that who his guild master is, and let's just say of course they just talk for a bit. They just talk of course about what's happening and what they of course the battle's gone through and everything, and they just talk. But something interesting happens. Apparently Kuronagi is one of Selene's son. So that of course is very shocking because how does Selene have a son, and how is she? It's just mind-boggling to think about that, because her having a son as a moon god dragon, that is crazy. Hopefully we'll find out more about what she means, because it might not be a literal son, but it might be like a son that she sort of like was a parent figure for, maybe something like that. But of course after Selene heard that, she got super pissed off and she started of course lashing out on Suzaku. Of course Suzaku, again, he was still in a, let's just say, a bad situation because he of course was still very badly beaten up by Selene, and he of course is getting more beaten up. But of course Suzaku, he has not given up. Even though Selene of course is, let's just say, angry and let's just say going a little bit of a rampage, Suzaku finally unsheaths his sword. So now of course he unleashes one hell of an attack, and that, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but that destroys Selene. She is literally being destroyed by Suzaku after he unsheathed his sword. Now how crazy is that? A sword that is Dragon Hunter versus a Moon God Dragon, and he was easily able to defeat her even whilst they are in Elentia. Then of course again they are in Elentia like I said, and that's probably the reason why, because magic of course in Elentia is so much more than Earthland. So Suzaku might have gotten a little bit of a power boost just like Selene, and maybe while she is in her human form, that is why she was easily defeated by him. But still of course that's still crazy to think about, that Suzaku has defeated Selene. Then of course Selene falls onto the ground, of course shocked that Suzaku defeated her, and of course Suzaku, he is tied down on his last breath. Then what happens is Selene tries to open up a portal so that she can travel through to another dimension. Then of course what happens is Natsu and Happy come out of nowhere. Of course those demons from the hands are still spawning everywhere, and it's getting very bad for Natsu and Happy to get past them. Natsu, of course, uses his fire magic to try and get through some of them, of course, so he can fight Selene. And let's just say it's getting a little bit hard for him to do it, even though he is easily destroying them. It is hard for him to do it. So right now, it is let's just say a race against time. Natsu is, of course, chasing after Selene. Suzaku is badly beaten up, can barely move now after unleashing that attack. And Selene, of course, I can't believe I'm saying this, she is badly beaten, she is badly broken down, and she is desperately trying to escape Elentia. Now, after seeing this chapter, of course, I was really shocked because we've learned so much more new things from this chapter, and the fact that Selene's got a son, that adds so much more to this plot. And what's also very, let's just say, surprising is Selene got easily destroyed by Suzaku, even though, take for granted, Selene's not in her dragon form yet, so maybe that's why she's not, of course, as powerful as before. But for still, Suzaku, a dragon hunter who's using no dragon force, remember, he is just using his sword magic. For him to easily defeat Selene like that, that is just crazy. That is so crazy that I cannot wait for the next chapter to come out to find out what is going to happen. Is Natsu going to confront Selene? Is Selene going to go on a rampage like Mercphobia did and lose control of her power? And is something big going to happen in the next chapter? Well, I believe it is, but you guys let me know down below your thoughts and opinions on what you believe will happen in Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest chapter 87. I could not wait for that chapter, of course, because I'm so hyped after seeing this chapter, after seeing what has gone on and what, again, it's just blowing your mind, of course, how much Hiro Mashima has to think for each Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest chapter. Even though we do get it like once every 2 weeks, it is still great to watch, of course, and it is so much to learn from, because right now, Selene versus Suzaku, that was a fight that was building up for many chapters, and for it to come to like a sudden end, some people might not like it, of course, because they're thinking, oh, she's a moon god dragon, she was stronger than Mercphobia and Alderon, but for some reason she got beaten by Suzaku. Now I understand that, of course, they're saying that she is supposed to be a moon god dragon, so she's supposed to be more powerful. But then again, what you have to take into account is Suzaku is also getting a power boost from Elentia, so that means he is technically, while Selene is in her human form, he is also at the same level, you would say. So hopefully in the next chapters, of course, we'll find out more about Selene's past, more about her son specifically, and we'll see, of course, does Natsu confront Selene again? Does he, of course, let's just say, have a fight with her, even though she is already badly beaten? And what happens to Elentia? Because that is the main concern, of course, for everyone. What is going to happen to Elentia? How can they stop that rampage? But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to drop it a like, leave a comment. If you're watching this video and you are not yet subscribed, well, scroll down, hit that subscribe button and make sure to turn on those notifications so that you don't miss out on any videos I upload in the near future. Thank you guys for watching this video. Take care and peace.